Welcome back to Observing the Sabbath. I am your host, Nathaniel Molnar, and we are continuing on through our dive into Sabotage from 1975, the sixth studio album from Black Sabbath. We've already done Hole in the Sky, Don't Start Too Late, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, The Thrill of It All, and Super Czar, and now we are doing Am I Going Insane Radio. So I have some similar thoughts to this song that I do Super Czar. But I'm going to save my thoughts until we get into the song. So how about we just dive right in, shall we? Let's just listen to Am I Going Insane? And now. So similar to what I said with Super Czar, I like it. It's fine. It's not one I actively seek out. But it's just kind of repetitive. The tone is interesting because it's by far the most sort of upbeat tone of the whole album. I mean, maybe the second half of Thrill of It All kind of comes close, but it's like comparing this to like the dark depths of Symptom of the Universe, it's very different. It's very kind of poppy, in a way. Like, it has sort of like a pop feel. Like, it's sort of, you know, a lot of the songs on this album very much go against convention, and very much go against, you know, like, Symptom of the Universe is very unconventional, you know. But this one feels a little bit more like it was made to be played on the radio. And I know that's not what the radio in the song title stand for. Although, when I look at Spotify, it doesn't have radio in the title anymore. I know it used to, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But I guess sort of the more upbeat nature of the tone of the song interestingly contrasts what the actual song's talking about. This is another song similar to Super Czar. I think it's a little too repetitive, especially since it's just saying, am I going insane, 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 which I get it. The point of repeating it is, am I going insane? The point of the song is to make you feel like you're going insane. I get it. It's just, it just goes on a little too long. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I want to get to the next part. And I feel like, as great as the instrumentation is in the song, like, I think the standout of the song is the drums. The drumming, the drumming is fantastic in this song. I think that's by far the best element of the song. But the instrumentation, aside from maybe the drumming, it's just, there's no real standout. Like, there's no, like, this part is probably the closest thing to a standout part of the song, but you don't have like a great solo or really memorable riff or, you know, anything like that kind of defines the song. What it defines the song is just a chorus of Ozzy singing over and over and over again, of course, once you get into the ending. I think the repetitive nature of the song works for what the song is trying to be. I just think I could have done without it. That's essentially what I'm coming down on. Or a much shorter version. Had Super Czar and Am I Going Insane together been like a 4-minute song themselves, as opposed to each being 4 minutes, maybe it would have flowed a lot better. But I do love, my favorite part of this whole song is this. And my favorite part is the fact that how seamlessly that flows right into the writ. And the writ is a phenomenal song, but we'll talk about that next time. So yeah, I mean, I think the best part is the laughing at the very end, which goes right into the writ. I think that transition is worth it in of itself to have the song. But so I don't know. I feel like if this song was not on the record, I would not have missed it. I don't hate it, but I mean, I just kind of listen like, okay. I personally, I like Superstar a little bit more than I like this song. And I don't know, it's just, like I said, it's just repetitive. It's just kind of, there's no real memorable part to it. The most memorable part is the laughing at the end. And I just remember, tell me people do, like you remember the chorus line, and the chugging nature of that and how it's, but, there's no, like, guitar riff that really stands out that you remember. Like, you remember the guitar riff of almost every single song on this album, aside from this song. But whatever. My feeling is that the A side of Sabotage, I think, is awesome. You have Hole in the Sky, you have Don't Start Too Late, which isn't like, they could have done without it, but I don't mind it being in there. It's like a quick little thing, it's just nice, it's whatever. And then you have Symptom in the Universe, which is awesome. Megalomania is great. And then you kick off the B side with Thrill of It All, which is phenomenal. Superstar's, yeah, okay. A little bit too long, but it sounds cool. Am I Going Insane? I could have done without. And then you close strong with the Rip. So really, the B side, for me, has the two songs, Superstar and Am I Going Insane, are the weaker parts. Had they taken out, I think, personally, and this is just me, people will disagree, but this is just me. Had they taken out Am I Going Insane, and had they condensed Superstar to be like 2 minutes instead of 4 minutes, and had they put in Sometimes I'm Happy, which is a song that they played a lot on tour, but it never ended up on a record. This was around the time, the era of Bloody Sabbath and Sabotage was the period of time in which they were playing the song Sometimes I'm Happy. And if you've never heard Sometimes I'm Happy, I think it's on a bunch of their live shows, but specifically the one that I listen to and I go, this song is incredible. Why did they never record this? Was from the Cal Jam performance, where Ozzy's voice is just, might even rival Symptom of the Universe in terms of the notes that he hits. Had they taken out Am I Going Insane, condensed Superstar to about 2 minutes, and put in Sometimes I'm Happy, I think Sabotage is the best Sabbath album. But you know what? It is what it is. I kind of... It feels a little bit weird to kind of talk about, oh, they should have done this, they should have done that, when we're talking about an album that is, 46 years old, however old this album is. I'm not going to do the math right now. It's an old album. Talking about what people should have done 45, 46, 48 years ago, there's not much use in doing that. But I think Am I Going Insane? It's fine. I don't actively seek it out. Most times when I shuffle my playlist for Sabbath, I just kind of skip it because, once you hear it, you know it, you get it. There's not much to it. It's not a song that you find new things in every time you listen to it. There's not a really truly memorable part of like a great Tony solo or a great Tony riff that you just gotta you keep thinking about and you gotta go back. And I get the point of the repetitive chorus. I get the whole contrast of the more upbeat tone of the instrumentals with the darker nature of what the song's talking about. I get all that. And lyrically, it fits in with a lot of what this whole record's about. But I don't know, it's just kind of, once you're a minute in, you get it. And then it goes on for another 3. It's similar to Superstar. Once you're a minute into the record, you get what it's supposed to... Once you're a minute into the song, you get what it's supposed to be, and then it's got another 3 minutes. And I think the the fact that Superstar and Am I Going Insane are right next to each other kind of highlights the weaknesses of both songs. So, for me, this is the weakest part of the record. You have a credible A-side. You have a great start to the B-side with Thrill of It All. Then it starts to kind of... You're feeling the runtime of the album a little bit before you get a fantastic closer in the Writ. It's just a little bit unfortunate, because I really do think that had they made a couple more changes to this B-side, condensed Superstar, maybe taken out Am I Going Insane, or maybe combine Superstar and Am I Going Insane into one song, and then have Sometimes I'm Happy in there, or maybe another song that none of us would know, but they just made up then. It would have elevated the record even more. And I think it says a lot about how great Hole in the Sky, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, Thrill of It All, The Writ, how great those songs are, that even with this sort of slower part of the record, a lot of people consider Sabotage to be the best record that they made, and I still think it's a top 3, even with this weaker part. And I do think this weakest part of this album, putting Technical Ecstasy aside, is probably the weakest part of any of the albums that we've had thus far. And even with that being the case, this is still like a top 3 record, and I think that shows how strong the strongest parts of this record is. I think that just shows how strong those are, that even with this being the weakest part of any of the albums, it's still a top 3 record for me. And for a long time, Sabotage was my favorite album that Black Sabbath had done. So I don't like shitting on Sabbath songs. You know, I'm not trying to shit on it. I just think, you know, compared to many of the other songs that they have, this is just one of the weaker ones. And I will say, up to this point, I think Technical Ecstasy is going to be an interesting one to discuss. I have so many thoughts on that album, both good and bad. But I think up until this point, with every single song that we've listened to and we've discussed, I do think Am I Going Insane is my least favorite Sabbath song. But that's just me. I'm sure there are people out there who really enjoy the song, who really like it, and think it's a really great part of this record and really helps tie it together. And I think that's awesome that you guys, for those of you who like the song, I think that's awesome. I just kind of wish I shared the same sentiment. But that's just me. I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Am I Going Insane? Do you agree with me that it's a little bit repetitive? You could have done without it. You wouldn't have hated it if it was off the album. Or do you disagree and you think, no, this is a great song. It has a really great important part on this album. It really helps with the flow of the album, because you just go right into the Writ, which I think is one of the strongest parts of the song. What do you think? Leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, once again, I'm your host, Nathaniel Molnar. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe for more content, and do check back on this channel as we finish our dive into Sabotage with the Writ. And after we do the Writ, we will, of course, be doing our dive into all the comments that you guys leave in the comment section. So make sure you go through not just this video, but all the previous videos for our Sabotage dive, to get all of your thoughts, all of your comments in for all those videos, so that they will be discussed and they will be brought up when we do our video on the comment section and all of your thoughts. So until then, until we discuss and listen to the Writ, thank you for watching.